Hey, what's going on, guys? Good morning. Hope everybody's doing well. Check this out. We're already rocking and rolling. They got all these different cherry picking lift machines here. I don't even know what this stuff is. It's above my pay grade, but super excited about all the construction that's going to be going on. If you don't know, we're building our Morton's pole barn. I'm so freaking excited. This is a huge dub for the Fullerton family, huge dub for Brian's Law Maintenance. Folks, this is probably 10-15 years in the making, okay? We've been renting out of storage lockers for the better part of 5 or 6 years here. Every year we seem to add another storage locker, these 10x10s. It's been adding up in rent, it's been adding up in cost, but at the end of the day, Brian's Law Maintenance needs a home. All right, so we're gonna be building a pole barn on site, using it for personal use, a little bit for the business, but I'm really excited about this thing finally coming to fruition. We're building a 40x60 pole barn with a 10-foot lean-to, maybe a little bit more on that later, that is going to be going on the back portion of our property. So a lot of you guys know we're in the thick of it with our custom home build, and in tandem, we're going to be building our Morton's pole barn, which is going to take about a month to get built. I will tell you guys this, I'm going to do some price breakdown videos and hopefully just share the farm with you guys about what it costs to build a barn in 2023, 2024. Very excited about that. It has been a long time coming, a lot of money to be saved, a big deposit down for this thing. We did not pay cash. We do have about half down into the barn, which is really great. That's a huge win for us and for Liz and us and our family and our finances. We should be able to pay this thing off in just a handful of years, if not sooner. But at the end of the day, I'm very grateful for the process to be starting. Let me take you guys with a little job site here, maybe show you guys some of the guys. We're gonna be doing a couple videos maybe once a week just to give you guys an update on the timeline and everything that we got going on. So if you guys have questions along the way, pricing questions, building questions, anything like that that I can do to help you guys out, leave me comments down below, and I'm always here for you guys to help you guys out. Hey, big win for the Fullerton family. If you guys can do a big thumbs up on the video, if you guys want to leave an encouraging word, I would really appreciate that. I will tell you guys this, it's so cool to watch you guys win and going on these shop tours the last 2 years, but I'll tell you what, it's finally our turn, it's our time, and I'm so grateful and so humble to be able to show you guys this. All right, let me take you through the job site. We'll show you guys what we got going on. First off, let me just show you some of the equipment that these guys are bringing on site. So they got these cool utility trucks. I think that's a Ram, yep, 5500. We got this cool like JLB looking machine, jig. A couple of the trucks there. A couple guys helped me shoot some videos. And I'll show you guys the pole barn pad that got prepped. So there's a lot that's gonna be going on today, and pretty much every single day these guys will be working their butts off to get this thing done. They're estimating about a 3-week build. But by the way, let me show you guys this. You gotta take care of the guys, right? You gotta feed them, all right? Nobody wants to work on a job site and not get fed. We got a dumpster rental. We had another porta potty on site. Building materials all the way down here that are staged. Lumber. Now right now, these guys are getting all the staking in. Make sure it's square with the house. So you can see our 5-foot setback, 10-foot with the barn. The white stake, we're actually bringing in a little bit more to give these guys some working room. And you guys can see all of the above. There you go. Like I said at the top of the hour here, I'm going to do some more pricing videos and kind of show you guys what we paid so far for the pole barn pad prep. We did have to bring in a bunch of dirt over here to kind of square off this corner. On the back side of our property, as some of you guys might know, we have like a diagonal that kind of runs through for the valley. So I wanted to square off this backyard so we could push the pole barn as far back as we could without also spending $1 million to level out this whole back area. So Hamilton Outdoor Services, excavation and grading guys, they did the foundation for the home. They also did this for us, so shout out to those guys. I think that was Paul, if I'm not mistaken. So anyway, it's gonna be square to the house, and then the driveway should go right on into it. That'll be pretty cool. For some of you guys that were asking, what does the barn look like? Maybe I can share a couple photos here. This is the 40x60 with the lean-to. The lean-to is an add-on because Liz wanted a covered porch so we could put some equipment under it, maybe a tractor, or maybe a 4-wheeler or a Ranger, but then also something else that we could just sit there on the covered porch, maybe if we're not on the covered porch of the house, or maybe over the next 6, 7, 8 months before the home actually gets built, we just have this nice little canopy to kind of sit there and, you know, drink your coffee, watch the kids playing in the backyard. You have a different vantage point to see that backyard because of that valley and that angled slope. The barn will be a little bit closer to the backyard than the house, for example. So that'll be pretty cool. All right, let me do this really quick. I'm gonna go bug Travis with Morton's. He's our rep and sales guy. Frankly, he's been with us for about 2.5 years since we started this whole conversation, and I'm sure he's about as excited to get this thing going as I am. So let's go check that out. right, so Travis, it's the big day, brother. How are you doing?
Good.
Yeah, you ready to rock and roll this thing?
Ready to go.
Are you gonna get your hands dirty in here, bro, or is it just the construction guys?
I get a little dirty the first day, but
A little dirty the first day?
after that, not much.
Hey, so really quick, give me a little intro to yourself if you don't mind, because super excited about having you guys build the barn. It's been, I was saying on the camera, what, 2.5, 3 years in the making?
Almost 3 years, yeah.
Is that wild?
It's crazy.
So what's your thoughts on the job today and what are we looking at here?
So today we're getting everything laid out, squared up. Gonna start digging some holes, get some foundations put in, and get rock and rolling.
Can you give me like a 3 or 4 week timeline? Like what do we expect? Like how does this whole process work for anybody who's maybe new to this whole conversation?
It actually moves really fast. One of the biggest things I get from customers is how fast it actually goes up. Day 1, we're footings in the ground. Day 2, we're starting to build walls.
Wow.
So, you know, I would say by end of week, you might see some trusses up.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Holy cow. And then what are we building with our barn specifically? I know it's 40 by 60, we got a lean-to, but what are some of the features we went with?
I'd say the biggest, thing that's not typical in most barns is we're doing what we call a span bay for where your future loft's gonna be. What that does is we rafter instead of having an actual truss, and so that gives you a little more headroom. When we ran into the issue with the height, we had to lower the barn down. That just gave us that extra headroom to get us up top.
That's awesome. We're doing what, insulated?
Fully insulated, yep.
It's gonna be awesome.
Yeah.
I'm excited, brother. What's some big common mistakes, by the way? When people are looking at a pole barn, what's like the top biggest mistake that people make? Just a little value add here.
It's different with everybody. In your case, we had it turned one way and, we had to rotate it to get the doors on the end wall. It really just depends on the site and all that for ease of access, and that's what I'm here to do to help, guide you along your way.
I love it, brother. Hey, selfish plug, but you serve Southeast Michigan or the whole state of Michigan?
So our office covers Southeast Michigan, a little bit of Northern Illinois, Ohio. I cover the northern half of our territory, so.
That's awesome.
Yep.
All right, brother. Well, I'll let you get back to work, do your thing. Hey, don't forget to get a donut, by the way.
All right.
All right, guys, well, let me take you back through the job site really quick here. These guys are actually wrapping up a little bit early today, so cover that in a quick second, but let me show you guys all the stuff that they're unloading. So you guys can see they got the lift, basically our barn, all the different parts, supplies, materials. Again, some of you guys saw this at the beginning of the video. So let me show you the work that they did, and I'll show you why they call it for the day. Kind of ran into a little bit of a snafu. Not awful, but things happen, and that's just real life. All right, so you guys might be able to see here, we got all of our footers dug. They're all from the auger, and that's a good 4 or 5 feet. I mean, that is pretty crazy. I don't know how many that they have here, but quite a few. I'd say maybe 30, something like that. So you can see this is the post for the 2 garage doors in the middle. So this right here would be garage door number 2. And then over here, you guys can see this would be the post for the lean-to. So a nice little 10-foot lean-to, covered porch. Again, to just kind of look over at the backyard, keep tabs on things. So what happened here was we brought in a bunch of soil to elevate this kind of back third of the barn up, and basically city inspector said we got to get the soil tested to make sure that the compaction is correct in the soil. Although being good soil, it's compacted correctly, basically, long story short. Still waiting for that test to come here. Should be here in about another half hour. More than likely should get an approval, shouldn't be an issue, but just a little bit of paperwork that's kind of holding these guys up. So we're actually wrapping the day up. It's around 3 o'clock. They're getting done a little bit early. It's okay, things happen. But tomorrow afternoon we're gonna be pouring all these footers and getting all of our concrete going, and then before you know it, they'll be starting with the framing and all the wood. So pretty cool stuff. All right, well, I'll tell you guys what, I'm super excited about all of this. Like I said at the top of the video, dream come true, 10, 15 years in the making. Some of you guys are looking to get your own shop, your own barn. A lot of you guys are building way bigger shops, way bigger barns than yours truly. But because we're having this on site for the short term, we're gonna be keeping some of the lawn equipment and then our personal camper and all that other mess. The 40 by 60 should be a perfect size. Until we outgrow that, we gotta build some big dog, 100 by 200 shop 5-10 years down the road, right? Something like Atlas Outdoors, or maybe something that Troy Clog has, or Perfect Cut, all those big guys, right? Any which way, beautiful day today, a little bit warm. It's 83, 84 degrees. Not a cloud in the sky. Absolutely beautiful weather for a day like this. But just want to hang out with you guys for a quick minute, give you a little update about what we got going on, and that's what I got. All right, guys, we will do some more videos here, keep you posted with the progress as the barn continues to grow. Thank you guys so much for watching. Big thumbs up if you guys enjoy this video, and if you got any questions on the build, leave me them down below. We got about 3 to 4 weeks together, so I'll keep answering those questions as long as you guys keep submitting them. All right, have a beautiful day, guys. We'll catch up with you here on the next one.